I'm gonna put them in the oven. I'm gonna broil them at 5 minutes. I find that overcooking the garlic makes them bitter. Let's check it out. Ooh, that looks good. My dear friend Norma is famous for her tomatillo salsa, and she was sweet enough to share it with me, and I'm about to share it with all of you. So tomatillas, they differ from our regular red tomatoes because they're a little bit more acidic and not quite as sweet. But the way we prepare the salsa, you are just going to love it. So what you're gonna need aside from your tomatillas is some jalapeno peppers, some cilantro, salt, pepper, and I've diced up a white onion into very small pieces. So you want to make sure to husk your tomatillas, and they are a little bit sticky, so you want to run them under some water and dry them off before you're ready to make the salsa. Of course, you need some garlic too. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got our tomatillas, our jalapenos. If you prefer serranos, you can use serranos in place of those. And our garlic on a baking sheet. I've got my oven preheated, and you want to make sure to put your tray on the highest level in your oven because you want it to be about 4 inches from your heating element. I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm going to broil them at 5 minutes. Then I'm going to flip them all over and broil them for 5 minutes again. Oh, look at how beautiful our tomatillas and our jalapenos look. All right. So now we're going to transfer them into the food processor. The roasting of these tomatillas really mellows out their flavor. And I have another dear friend who makes this salsa, and she says she throws a little bit of sugar in hers just to cut the acidity. I'm not against that. Okay, let's get our roasted garlic. I only roasted these garlic cloves for about 5 minutes, so I took them off the pan before the tomatillas and the jalapenos were done. I find that overcooking the garlic makes them bitter, so let's not miss out on all this juice. So we are going to add our salt, our pepper, and our cilantro. We're going to go ahead and process the salsa. I don't like it super pureed. You can control that. I like to see a little bit of the flecks of the cilantro and the salsa so you can control the texture. Let's start with the salt, a little pepper. Let's put our cilantro in there. And have a little bit of water on hand because we're going to check the consistency of the salsa, and if it's too thick, we can always just thin it out a little bit with some water. Let's check it out. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, I think that is perfect. Let's transfer it to our bowl. Our tomatillo salsa is ready. I'm gonna pour it in a bowl. Wow, does that look good. And this is when I mix in my white onions. Here's a tip. You can always rinse your white onions in a sieve in the sink. It sort of mellows the flavor of the onions. I love the flavor of onions, so I didn't rinse mine. All right, let's mix it in there. Oh, that's looking good. Look at how delicious. I think I'm gonna go get some chips. I'm ready to try this tomatillo salsa. I'm speechless. It's so good. Roasting the tomatillas is the key. It's delicious, easy to make. You've got to make this at home. Thank you for watching. And follow me on social media at Blame It on Biscotti, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more recipes and tips.